as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the London Black Knights. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. What's the run? Tighten up 6-6. Snap.
On first down, it's Morrison. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. Don't let. Check right. Check 43.
Throwing on first down. Stevens. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Single. Now. Motion.
2nd and 14. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And on now is the punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Morrison. There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Stevens. Got a man, Slayton. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will go for 5 up to the 33. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
60 or
nothing.
Double time. Even. Hey, wahoo! Be driven.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Check the back. Check 3. Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. Stevens. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 yards there at a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
64, weak. 35. I smell fear in that offense. Go. I smell fear in that offense. Ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 35.
Back to throw. Stevens. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Ready.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Slam. Watch that. 80 weapons.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
5. Hey! 35. Quit talking about it and bring it. 35's the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Mike. Go. 35. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Stevens. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, second down. On second down. It's Morrison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready? 50, plant. Check. 6-6, hit it.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. They'll run with Barkley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Go. Big grip.
On first and 10, Stevens steps away. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And two shots. Punching, spell.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Looking to throw. Stevens into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Who draw Corker?
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They come out here in the eye.
90, Wolf.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here.
Snap.
Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
to
do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it goes to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess throw there. I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this deep locker room. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Orbit. Look at me. Zipper.
35's the Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike 35. Mike 35.
Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
2nd and 4. Open man completes it to Butler. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. Stevens. He'll buy some time right. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
61, matchbox lights.
Switch it. Hey, watch it.
by 7. Let's go.
On first down, Stevens over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12.
Let's go. AC game. General West.
Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Ready.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
3 down. Mike, 35.
Bravo.
Hey, pick your game up. 35's the Mike. Watch the curl.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Stevens. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
36. Undercrunch.
Hey, Echo. Let's go.
On 4th down, Stevens. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, box drop. Any weapon.
You got tight right there.
They'll set up a throw. Out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
For the play, keep it alive, hoping someone will pop free.
Was able to take a pretty line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. He'll drop to New Orleans. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just a
receiver. Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 11. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a handoff looking right. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Welcome back now here in London. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 35.
Hey!
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Let's go.
Back to throw. Stevens. And this is going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
5.
On 4th down, Stevens. That one complete to Anderson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready to break.
52's the mic. Here we go.
6-6. Pull it high. Hit it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
Show it up. Show it up. Check the hot read.
Hey, wahoo.
2nd and 13. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Go team, spill.
Mike's 42, Mike's 42. What we got, what we got, what we got? Check four, check four.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on first down. Stevens over the middle, complete. It's Duncan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stevens.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Go! Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to throw. Stevens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Looking to throw. Stevens rumbling past the 30. Wide open receiver complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike's 42.
On 1st and 10, Stevens. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, Stevens. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Delta. Alert.
On 4th down, Stevens forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
We got heavy. Everybody.
Throwing again. Stevens. He's going to let it fly. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Tight end right.
Tight alpha.
Everyone got 4 down.
Defense.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Check tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Phillips. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Second and 2. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And